So look, let's go into it. These are the names. Ben Johnson, obviously the great offensive coordinator with the Detroit Lions. Aaron Glenn, the defensive coordinator from the same team. Anthony Weaver, D-line coach from Baltimore, right? And Mike McDonald, the defensive coordinator for there. Raheem Morris, remember him, defensive coordinator for
the Rams.
The Rams, gotcha. The Rams. Dan Quinn, obviously, having his little break now because Dallas lost. And Bobby Slowick of the Chargers. Of the
Texans.
No, Texans. Oh, he's still playing too. There we go.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore's in the Chargers.
Yeah.
Got Dallas on my mind. Anyways, let me look at this list. And I mean, first and foremost, we're going to talk about, each name individually. But like I said, like, you're the pretty girl at the dance right now. Like, these are names. These are guys, everybody in the league wants some of these guys. Johnson, Slowick, even before the Cowboys game, Dan Quinn for the defense, and McDonald for what he's been able to do with that defense in Baltimore, even with injuries. So this is a great situation. I mean, which way do I go? Like, how are you feeling in this process now?
Yeah, well, you know what's most surprising? There's only 2 offensive guys in there. All this talk about, we got the number 2 pick, we're going to draft a quarterback. If we not, we got a young quarterback in Sam Howell. And we have 2 offensive guys. The rest are all defense. That's what really surprised me. Like, wait a minute. Who else? What other offensive guys are we going to be bringing in here? But like you said, these are just like with Adam Peters. I mean, these are some of the top names out there. The Ben Johnsons, the Mike McDonalds, the Dan Quinns. So it's exciting. It's exciting to see where they're going to go. Who gets the second round interviews, just like through the GM process. We found out who our 2 finalists were. So that'll be kind of fun to see.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Now, there are 2 names really quickly that are not on this list. One is kind of surprising. One I'm very thankful for. Bill Belichick is not on this list, thankfully. Look, no disrespect to him, but not in Washington. I just don't think it's going to be a good fit in Washington. And also Mike Vrabel, the old Tennessee Titans coach. Playoff experience, great defenses. Never was really able to get them a quality quarterback. But when you have Derrick Henry running the ball, do you really need a quality quarterback? But he definitely got a good pedigree coming from the Patriots and under the Belichick tree. Are you surprised that they aren't on this list?
Yes and no. No to Bill Belichick. And this is headline season. This is where some of these reporters kind of get their names out there. And Mike Florio was the one saying, "Hey, they're gonna interview Bill Belichick." And all the local guys kept saying that is not their plan. It is not going to happen. So I'm glad to see this. Vrabel surprises me right now that he's not on that list just yet. Now the other thing, one of the reporters, it might be Josina Anderson, might have said, "Hey, listen." It was either Josina Anderson or Diana Rossini said, just because interviews are public doesn't mean those are the only interviews happening. Well, they don't necessarily have to disclose all of that information. So that doesn't mean they couldn't be going after someone like a Vrabel. But yeah, no, for right now, they have not requested. So I'm a little bit surprised by that. Also, we haven't gone after Jim Harbaugh. And remember that? That's why I say this is headline season. Jordan Schultz was the one saying, like, as soon as the season ended, the Commanders have already reached out to Jim Harbaugh's agency. Have they? Because that certainly didn't seem to come into fruition.
Right. What about this one? Rich Bisaccia is not on the list.
No. Yeah, he doesn't. Is he still with the Packers as their special teams coordinator? But yeah. People kind of blame the Raiders for not hiring him when he was their interim, and he doesn't seem to be getting the same type of interview rounds. The players like him. Players definitely like him. You know who's also not on that list? Eric Bieniemy. What does that tell you? And you know who's also not on anybody's head coaching interview list?
Who?
Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah. Honestly, I think they saw. I mean, let's be honest. If you don't have Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and you know what I mean, that whole system, you're going to struggle. It's not whatever he was saying he was doing. If he drew up the plays, whatever, that's not that you need the player. I'll tell you something. Coach Tommy Meyer once said to me, because I said my senior year, I started coming in and I said, Coach, I've been drawing up plays. I got some good ones. Man, watch this one. It's going to work. Watch this one. He said, you can have plays all day. These are nice, but you got to have the players that are going to run the plays and that know what they're supposed to be doing in that. So drawing them up is cute, but you need to have somebody that actually buys in to what's on what you got going.